It's not even just that he would lie about it. He would become like sadistic, like let me think about it, right? Because I've done a lot of healing and I put a lot of this stuff out of my mind. So it was like to come back 6 years later after so much healing, after putting this aside, after moving forward in like finding healing, finding love, finding myself, and not thinking about this person, not talking about this person. It's like I have to go back in my mind, in my memory, to find these things. I don't carry this with me because I've done what I was supposed to do. Like, I don't care what you saw. I don't care what you heard. Okay, yeah, you seen that, and what? And then lie too, omit. Well, that only says that. So you can't tell me it says something else if it doesn't say that. Like he would omit, and everything would be sarcastic, everything would be sadistic, and then he would turn it into, I don't even like to be around you. I come in the house, I want to go in the room. You always want to be up under me. You always want to bother me. Also, like another thing he would do is he would come home from work. Like I worked early in the morning, so I would get up and have to be to work at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I would be home by 2, and he would have to go to work from 3, and he'll be home by like 11. He'll get home from 11 after both of us worked all day, weren't by each other, come in the house on the live app and go straight in the room and just talk to his friends. And I would be like, can you just come in and just, like, I understand you just got home from work. You don't want to, like, talk to me for at least, like, a couple minutes? Ask me how my day was? Like, I missed you. No, I don't want to be bothered with that. I want to come home and just decompress. You want me to come in the house and be bothered by you. You want to come in the house and talk to me. I just need time to decompress. How you need time to decompress? You haven't seen me all day, and you are talking to the same friends you've been on the phone with the whole time you were at work. So you don't need to decompress from them. You need to be able to stay on the live app, but you need a chance to decompress from me. Every step of the way, it was chipping at me. Every step of the way was degrading at me. To the point, like, sometimes I would put on, like, attractive clothes and, like, wear it around the house, and he would deliberately not look at me when I'm wearing it. And then, like I said, it was the other women. We would go to events and stuff like that. He would be flirting with the girls. Like, somebody keyed my truck. You were dealing with somebody and somebody keyed my truck up. You know how crazy that is to me? And if you had a chick that crazy about you, what else would she have been willing to do for me? He didn't care about my health. He didn't care about my safety. He didn't care about anything. And you know how it is in a situation where you found inappropriate messages. It's not something that's saying that there's cheating, but it's evidently like this is a person that you're having inappropriate communication with. And you're trying to talk to the person about it, and they're being nasty about it. I don't care what you read. Yeah, that is what it is right there. Okay, and you can't say that that's that. Like, I can't even like fully like reenact how he did it, because it was so like, he's so skilled at it. You know what I mean? On top of that, like, completely lying, like, we'll just create a story on the spot that just fits the narrative of what's there. But it's like, this is over and over and over again. You just knowing there's something wrong. And if a person starts going into that and then starts hitting into like your insecurities, or start saying stuff to you like, I'm not attracted to you, or I'm not this. And the thing about it is, I lost weight. I looked better in my defense. Like, at that time, I didn't think so. I really started to believe that I wasn't pretty. I went on a whole journey of having to learn that I'm pretty still. I didn't know that I was still pretty when I left him. I didn't know that I was attractive when I left him. It would be the same thing over and over again. The build up, the breakdown, the argument will go like that until I yell at him, or I'm like, leave me alone. Or I have a full blown panic attack. And I guess that's when he would get on the phone with people and start, oh, listen to her when she's going off. Like, at a point where I'm having a full blown meltdown, because you know how it feels when you find something. You're in a relationship with somebody you love and you find something. Your heart starts beating fast. You barely can breathe. And then they antagonize you on purpose. And like I said, he would just watch it. And he, like, you see the look in my, he would literally like this. That's how he would stare at me. And he would just keep going and going and going. And I'll be like, you know what, I'm done talking about. Like, when I would feel myself getting to a point where I know I'm going to have a panic attack, he would just keep going. I'd be like, leave me alone. I will go into another room. He would follow me into the other room and we'll keep going. And then he would finish it off by leaving the house. And that's when he'll come back and cry, oh, and do the whole crying thing. Shay, this, that, nobody ever did it. It was the same thing every single time. And then he'll be good for a week. And then you'll start to see him backing back down, pulling away, being nasty, not wanting to talk to me, he'll come in, give me a kiss, start asking me how I'm doing, and then he'll pull it away, put it away. And then it got to a point where I started to even just recognize when the devaluation would start to happen. And I would try to avoid it. I would try to like stay away from him or try to do things. And I couldn't do anything to like to like remedy. I remember I couldn't do anything to like not have it happen. He would do it every single time, the same exact way. It wasn't always because of like catching him cheating. It'll be over anything. He'll come at me crazy over anything. When I get off of work, I want my food hot. Don't wait till I get in the house to start heating the food up. You know what time I get here, already have the food heated up when I get in the house. So he wanted his food to be hot, ready for him to come in and take the plate to go in the back room by himself so he can talk to his friends and he wouldn't have to speak to me. This is not in the beginning of the relationship. This is some time in. At this point, you study any sort of abusive, narcissistic relationship, it happens this way. This is another reason why I didn't tell anybody about what happened, because I'm embarrassed by the things that I allowed to happen. I'm embarrassed by the things that I let go on in that relationship. I should have left a long time ago, but we got stuck together in COVID. I couldn't leave. And like I said, he was my friend for years. So to just be in this situation where it was like shell shock, like this, it was like you go through such a dysmorphia, such a cognitive dissonance. Like, how could you have been this person and then you're this person? It was a really hard situation to leave, and he never wanted me to leave. Every time I would get to a point with leaving, he would break down and cry. Oh, I was abused as a kid. Nobody else ever talked to me. Nobody else ever explained stuff to me. You had to give me time to grow and to change. I would cry too. I was weak. I was 21. He was almost 40. It's not fair. Like I said, I don't care. And you believed him is because you wanted to believe him. He's such a textbook narcissist. It's crazy.